Hi Virgo, happy Halloween. I'm so happy you're here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So I've been trying to move through these readings, and we're going to do a timeless love reading for the sign of Virgo. And I'm trying to help my mom with an out-of-state move, and I'm running down to the wire here, and I'm like, I have to at least get to Virgo. I'm hoping to finish all the signs, but I don't know. Because you guys, I love you guys. You Virgos have been one of my top viewers always. So thank you, Virgo. I appreciate you very much. Let's see what's coming out in love. A Halloween love reading for the sign of Virgo. What's waiting for Virgo? Midnight, the most magical hour of all. We're going to pull about 4 of these. And then I have the cutest little Halloween ghost tarot deck that I got, so we're going to pull from those as well. Let's see here, we're going to get about 3 or 4 of these, and then we'll go over what comes out. So we have winter, the sacredness of pausing. Sometimes a pause is necessary. There's so much healing that takes place, and when the trees, you know, lose their leaves and they go into that like deciduous phase where they go dormant for the winter, they're getting ready to be reborn, right? And it's going to be spectacular when they do. Scrying, intuition. I hate when the cards aren't straight. It makes me crazy. Okay. Let's take a look here. That's too many. Let's put these back. There we go. Mischief and play. Trick or treat. All right. So, and then at the bottom of the deck, we have a really pretty card. Skull of Flowers. Creating through the ashes. Let's go ahead and set that there. It's really pretty. So it's kind of like you don't even realize how much your intuition has been guiding you, and how sacred this period of pause is, and how important it is to find some time to play and step outside of your norm for a little bit during this time. You're really you're in a manifestational phase. We're going to kind of go to the book on a couple of these and see what they say, but definitely feels as though Spirit's trying to let you know that even though you're in a period of pause, you do want to still be following your intuition, your intuitive hits, because you're going to be manifesting even while things are laying low, while things are down, while things are kind of on a pause. Okay. Right now, you want to still be working on your manifestations. This is important still, even though you're in this time of like maybe feeling left out in the cold, maybe feeling sad and alone. Maybe somebody in your life was mischievous and it caused you to be into this phase that you didn't really want, but seems to be very necessary according to Spirit. Let's take a look at Midnight. I don't want to read them all because it might bore you. It might take too long, but we'll see what I'm called to do. Whatever Spirit guides me to do, that's what I have to do. So Midnight. The dark envelopes me, the witching hour awaits, true magic and enchantment and spells that change fates. I'm going to read this one. The middle of the night. Midnight is the hour in which it is believed that ghosts, witches, ghouls, and magic are most likely to be active. Transition times, such as noon, the time between tides, or even dark moon, are traditionally powerful times for magical transformation. In some Christian traditions, the witching hour is seen as 3 a.m. because it is the opposite to the time that Jesus is said to have died at 3 p.m. But there is some consensus that midnight is the time of greatest magic, particularly around Halloween. As soon as the clock strikes midnight on Halloween, it is said that the spirits flow forward through the veil and, if benevolent, bring positive messages. If not so benevolent, they are mischievous and play tricks at best, or at worst cause havoc. Allow yourself to relax into the benevolent darkness of midnight. You may feel this is your darkest hour, but know that the light will return again. The dawn always follows the darkest night. Know too that it is important to recognize that we all have darkness within us, just as we have light. And this is not something to hide from. So I feel like some of you may feel like you're in your darkest hour, Virgo. Maybe somebody was wearing a mask and you recently realized that, and it puts you into a period of dormancy and cold and feeling alone. The spirit world is working with you, trying to send you hits through your intuition to help you create through the ashes, to help you rise up out of the ashes like a phoenix from the soot of this whole ordeal, Virgo. I just feel like some of the Virgos, or a lot of the Virgos led here, maybe have been through a lot, and you need time to process, to heal, to rise up from the ashes and recreate, following your intuition. And maybe following your intuition is what made you find out that somebody was wearing a mask and they weren't what they thought you were, what you thought they were. But I feel like you're being guided through this period of darkness. Remember, it's the darkest before dawn, and Spirit is trying to say that. And in the nights when you feel so alone and you can't sleep and you're worrying about what's going to happen and how it's going to go, and you're worried about being alone maybe for forever, don't worry about that. This is just a pause. This is just a pause, and you're going to be guided out of this, and you will rise up from it. Trust me, Virgo. It's all going to be okay. We're going to go to this trick or treat card because it's calling my name too. And I'm going to read you, let's take a look here. I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. Trick-or-treating is such a fun thing to do, is it not? Yet why do we trick or treat? Ancient peoples understood that there were both mischievous and perhaps nasty spirits wandering around at nightfall at Halloween, as well as happier, more benevolent spirits. They thought that if they dressed as spirits themselves or other frightening creatures, then they would not be recognized as human and attacked. The idea of causing a little chaos as one of these spirits was part of the imitation and the enjoyment of the night. The practice in the medieval Britain was aptly called souling. Trick-or-treating is a huge event. We spend much time, money, and effort dressing up as our scariest creatures, and this has even extended to dressing up as our favorite celebrities and other pop culture idols. And instead of traditional candy apples and barmbrack, we give out a mind-boggling variety of candy. It matters not. The idea of frightening away death and darkness still stands. I believe that the modern trick-or-treating also unites communities by introducing our families and friends to those around us in a non-threatening and joyful way. Many of us do not know our neighbors, even those who live next door, and Halloween gives us an excuse not to be so reserved and extend our boundaries. So this could also be I even have this card in another couple of readings, and I wasn't compelled to read this one in those readings, and I wasn't compelled to read the whole thing in the one that I did read. So I feel like this is saying that some of you are meant to, during this period of dormancy from whatever it is that you love the most or have loved the most, or your love life possibly, step out and meet some new people. It's going to be good for you. It's going to help you forming new connections while you wait for things to pick back up and for this pause to end and for your spring rebirth. You're going to manifest. And a lot of you are getting a lot of information from your dreams and when you sleep, and you may feel some things around midnight, from midnight to 3 a.m., because I feel like a lot of you have family on the other side who's trying to be with you in the ashes. They're trying to guide you intuitively and make you see things that you maybe couldn't see before. And when you get these aha moments, it's like that's them trying to be there with you through this kind of darkness. And it is not going to last forever. In fact, it's going to wrap up very soon if you're stressing over that. So should you receive the trick or treat card in your divination, it may well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You don't have to be a child and let go and have some playtime. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime. You can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is one way to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfect every time. Alternatively, it is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has at its core a sense of irreverent fun. So, you know, there's a difference between play and mischief. And I feel like some of you, and I got this in the other reading that got this card too, and I'm not sure which one it was now, but maybe Scorpio, I can't remember for sure. But some of you may have had somebody in your life that maybe was a bit of a covert narcissist who wasn't what you thought they were at all. And they would like joke with you and then act like, you know, say something hurtful and disguise it as a joke, you know, like say something mean and then be like, oh, I was just joking. I was just joking. What's wrong with you? Can't you take a joke? You know, you can't be playful. You got to be such a, you know, a stick in the mud. And then they make you feel more like something is wrong with you on top of the first insult that they threw, and they knew exactly what they were doing. And so I feel like, you know, if you have had this happen, or somebody like this, or somebody who just pretended to be something they weren't, you're being guided to see that. Okay. Some of you might want to look up scrying. Okay. Like on this card here, scrying. You might want to Google it and get a little information on how to do it and try relaxing your eyes and staring off into something, a candle, or you know, just something scenic or a picture, something, but that might help you to get some answers because it's kind of meditative. And I feel your spirit world is trying to help you see the light, to guide you back to the light and out of this darkest hour that you're in. Excuse me. Now we're, Virgo, we're going to pull some tarot, and these cards are so cute. I'll tell you, I'm so stressed right now. My mom and stepdad are moving out of state back up to our hometown, 1,200 miles away from me. They're not in the best of health. I'm nervous for them. I have to leave my dogs to help them, and I'm very attached. I have an elderly 14-year-old dog that I have to leave at home. So I'm a little nervous. So I'm just kind of letting that out now here in the reading because the time is drawing near. So the teacher, this would be like the Hierophant in this deck. So marriage could be involved in your situation, or marriage could be involved. Maybe perhaps this time of pause is going to lead to marriage when you reconcile, or it's going to lead to you stepping out of your comfort zone and getting playful and meeting somebody new that you're going to marry. It also indicates that there's spiritual enlightenment coming for you, Virgo, during this time of dormancy, of darkness, of cold, of feeling left out in the cold. You are creating through the ashes, and believe me, you're going to be. Something really good is going to come of this dark period, Virgo. I feel like I should write that down. One moment, because I will forget, and I need to use that for your title. Something good coming of this dark period, Virgo. Thank you for your patience, Virgo. Yes, there is a King of Cups energy moving towards you, or you're becoming the King of Cups energy. And I'm sorry, there's like a weird glare coming right in here right now. But this might be like a sign too. The way this beam of sunlight is coming down through the crystal ball, highlighting intuition, which leads you to a heart space that's emotional, and then growth in your relationships or relationship to come, leading you to it. Like this intuition is guiding you right through the darkness to your King of Cups, which is a very emotionally balanced, loving king. He likes to express himself emotionally and show love and affection. And that is what you need, Virgo. And that is what this whole dark period has been about. Getting the devil mask out of your life, getting you to step away from something possibly familiar, because what was underneath the familiar actually was not good for you. This is an ending. This is a cycle wrapping up, okay? And look at this. We have the Queen of Cups. This ending is just actually the beginning that's going to bring the two of you together. Look at that, okay? Look at them coming towards one another with full cups. You know, the Queen of Cups here is very ready for this. Her cup overfloweth for her king. And it's really rare to get a king and a queen of the same pair in a reading. You just don't see it that often. And it really amplifies the energy of everything happening here. I mean, Virgo, this is probably the most passionate reading that I have had through, I got like 5 more signs to do, 4 more after you. And this is like the most passion and energy that I have felt coming through in any of the readings. So that signifies something. There's something about to bring you back to life. Your spring rebirth is coming. This cycle is wrapping up. You've been resting, or you need rest, a little more rest right now. Any feelings of lack are going to be soon gone. Any feelings of boredom and apathy with your life and discontent in your life are going to be soon gone. And you're going to have, look at this. Look how those two match. This came up here. This matches this devil mask. There has been a toxic person who has hurt you, Virgo, who has been in your life, wearing a mask, maybe bringing you down to their vibrational level, which has not made you feel good. And you had to get out. You had to. And if you didn't do it on your own, the universe moved you out, or is about to, because you have to get away from this. This has shown up twice in the reading, and they about match. These are 2 completely different decks. But what's coming for you is complete and utter happiness, Virgo. The 10 of coins, forward movement to your 10 of coins, to stability, to this loving energy between the Queen and King of Cups that are going to be together after all this is said and done. This is what's been being created through the ashes. This is what you're going to rise up and grasp a hold of and never let go of. And you're, believe me, going to leave all this nasty, unloving, ungrateful, masked energy that doesn't suit you behind. You're moving forward away from it, and you're going to be so happy soon, Virgo. That's what Spirit really wants you to know. And we're going to pull just a couple animal spirit cards before we wrap up your reading. Look at that. Card 53, which is an 8 in numerology, the infinity symbol. Never, no ending, no beginning. Watch and wait. See, this is what's happening. The spirit world is helping you manifest from the other side. They really are. They're bringing in intuitive hits. They're taking away people that are like devil energies for you. They're removing the masks so you can see the truth. So you can finally have the relationship that's loving, that's caring, that you deserve, that you can feel grateful about, and get out of this nasty energy that's doing nothing but bring you down. And they're saying, watch and wait. Watch how this has been being created through the ashes. You're going to be so surprised, Virgo, at how it all unfolds. Right now, all the best you can do is act as if, okay? Chameleon spirit. Changing to suit your environment, learning to appreciate where you're at right now, even though it can be very hard. Act as if. There's a book called Ask and It Is Given by Abraham Hicks, or Esther Hicks. I'm not sure which. I think it's under Abraham Hicks. Card 14, number 14 to me signifies a reconciliation. So, but you make sure that this person hasn't been abusive or hasn't cheated and lied. Just, you don't want to go back and repeat the same cycle again. This is closing out, and you have a chance for it to never happen again if you choose right for yourself. So somebody might be getting ready to try to come back into your life, Virgo. And if that's what you want, then, you know, go ahead and work on manifesting that with manifestational techniques like visualizing and embodying the energy of it actually happening. Acting as if is like embodying the energy of acting like something is already here that you want. So if you want a new love, you envision this person coming into your life. You envision how you'll meet them. You envision and feel every bit of energy that you would feel if it happened, and really live it. And like close your eyes and just see how it would feel to run into their arms and know that they're never going to let you go, because that's going to help it manifest faster. And then the last card that was calling to me here is, it doesn't surprise me, it's so amazing. White Raven Spirit, 66, trust in the magic. And 66 is a number where I would tell myself when I was going through a really awful time in my life where I never thought I would be happy again, was when I saw 66 on a receipt, on a license plate, on anything, I would tell myself, I can relax as my daily needs are continually met. And sometimes you have just enough to get by, and that's all that you really need. And that's enough to give you gratitude so that you can appreciate what you have during a time where you feel like everything's been swiped away and everything's really dark and really hard and really lonely. Remember that you're not alone. Trust in the magic and watch and wait how spirit unfolds everything in the most magnificent ways for you, Virgo. You're about to have the long-term relationship, marriage, committed situation that's going to give you the grounded stability that you have always longed for, emotional, heart-based connection coming in for you after all this growth you've been creating through the ashes, and that's what you're bringing into your life. Thank you so much, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did and you want to get a reading of your own, a personal reading, please check the description box down below for ways to do that. I'm sending you so much light, Virgo. Take care. Happy Halloween!